A man is selling two perfect weapons, a shield that nothing can pierce, and a spear that can pierce anything. Then someone in the crowd asks the only question that matters: what happens when they meet? The story takes place in the ancient state of Chu. In a crowded market, a weapons seller raises his shield and begins the kind of pitch that would make any modern advertising lawyer nervous. His shield, he declares, is so strong that nothing in the world can pierce it. Not an arrow, not a blade, not even the sharpest spear. It is not merely good, it is unbeatable. The claim is absolute, which is exactly why it sounds so impressive. Then the same seller lifts a spear. This weapon, he says, is so sharp that there is nothing it cannot pierce. Armor, barriers, any shield at all. Each promise works perfectly, while the other one remains out of sight. The problem begins when a listener remembers both. A person in the crowd steps forward and asks, very calmly, "What if you use your spear against your own shield?" If the spear goes through, the shield was not invincible. If the shield stops it, the spear could not pierce everything. The seller has no answer. His products did not fail. His words did. Two perfect promises destroyed each other the moment they entered the same test. That is the trick at the heart of the story. Do not argue with each claim separately. Put them in the same frame and keep the conditions fixed. In Mandarin Chinese, spear is mao and shield is dun. Put the two images together, máodùn, and you get the ordinary Chinese word for contradiction. The fuller expression, zìxiāng máodùn, means to contradict oneself. The language preserves the logic as a picture. One speaker, two claims, one impossible encounter. The story is preserved in the Han Fei, a text from China's Warring States period. That careful wording matters. The text transmits the story, but it does not prove that Han Fei invented the tale. And the story did not invent contradiction itself. What it gives us is something better for memory, a logical conflict that can be staged, seen, and tested. But Han Fei's real target was not the merchant. It was exaggerated praise of two legendary rulers, Yao and Shun. One tradition praised Yao as the ruler who had already brought harmony to the entire realm. Another praised his successor, Shun, for resolving serious disputes among farmers, fishermen, and potters. Han Fei's challenge was sharp. If everything was already perfectly harmonious, what major conflicts were left for Shun to solve? Unlimited praise for one ruler quietly made unlimited praise for the other impossible. That is why the test still feels modern. Absolute promises survive when we hear them one at a time. The safest, the fastest, the cheapest, made from the finest materials. So when two perfect claims come from the same speaker, bring them together. Ask one question: what happens when they meet? If the answer disappears, you have found a contradiction, a máodùn.